Adam, some of your teammates and some key players within this team are out of contract in a couple of weeks' time. How vital is it that you can finish the season with them?
Yeah, obviously in an ideal world would keep them all, but as I've seen over the last 9 or 10 weeks, it's not an ideal world we're in at the minute. Um, Thankfully, we've got them for the first two games, and then we'll just have to see who stays and who goes. Hopefully, the club are working on that to try and get some clarity for everyone before the games start. I'd imagine Saturday might come too soon for that. But as players and the group of players that are, like myself, who know we're going to be there next year, and who we know we're going to finish this season, I think we all have to stick together. And whether we have some players for a couple of games or no games or all of them, that shouldn't affect the way we work. And we need to try and stay positive and perform to a high standard. But like you say, yeah, obviously it affects us when in the back of our minds we could be losing some of our teammates. But hopefully the guys re-sign and play the remainder of the season. And if they are leaving, hopefully they get the recognition and the goodbyes that they deserve from the fans.
At Christmas, this club was third in the table. How do you get back to that form now that you're going to restart this weekend?
I think you always hear players and managers when it's not going so well, they always use the term "just go back to basics," and I think that's what we've tried to do since we've come in. We've like I mentioned earlier, we've come in really fit. We're looking strong. I think everyone's got a little bit in renewed confidence and optimism with the break. Obviously, we didn't want football to end, but it did come at a nice time for us. I think we were, our confidence as a group was a little bit low, and I think we've come back in and rectified that. And we've been working on some stuff over the last week and a half, heading towards Forest. And yeah, we need to get back to basics. We need to get back to that mentality of being really hard to beat, staying in games as long as we can. And if it takes, staying in games and nicking 1-0 wins here and there, then I think everyone would take that to get the confidence going again.
I appreciate your focus is on Nottingham Forest this weekend, but how concerning is it that there is this EFL charge and you could find yourselves as a team suddenly plunged into a relegation battle?
Yeah, well, I think the way we've got to look at it, of course, because we've got no control over what happens with that. I think what the manager's trying to distill in us and what we need to believe in ourselves is that's one more motivation for us to pick up as many points as we can in these remaining 9 games, just in case, something like that happens and we get charged. I don't know. Obviously, hopefully not. But yeah, we need to use that as one more reason why we need to start winning games and pick up as many points as we can.
With it being Forest, have you got good memories of your goal you got against them? I think it was 3 years ago now at the City Ground.
Yeah, I've got some good memories, and of course, the return fixture earlier on in the season, that was one of our best performances of this season. And I think that's nice. We can try and sort of gravitate towards those good memories and hopefully emulate some of them on Saturday. It'll be a different game, of course. It's going to be two teams that have not played for almost 3 months, and quality may not be there, but we need to win the game no matter what, as they do. So whatever happens, it'll be a good game, and I think it's important for us to get off to a good start and pick up some points.
Final question: how have you found the lockdown personally, and what is it going to be like playing without fans?
Yeah, firstly, the lockdown, it's been strange. Of course, no one's really experienced this thing before. I've never known to have this long off before, so it's been difficult to um, keep a routine. I think that's one thing, playing football, you become so sort of entranced in the daily routine that you have. You get told where to be, what time your meeting is, what time your lunch is, and then suddenly you're thrown into this where for 10 weeks you haven't got a routine, you don't have to be up. So me and my girlfriend Hannah, we made sure we were up and trying to be productive, do things around the house, maybe do some jobs that you don't normally get to do. But of course, the novelty of that quickly wore off, and everyone was desperate to get back in and get that routine again. And I'm glad that we waited as long as we could and did it when it was safe to do so. But ultimately, I'm itching to get back, as is everyone at the club, and hopefully, like I said, we can get off to a good start on Saturday.